Hello everyone, welcome to Time Chat. I'm your host, Dr. Yvonne Khan. As many of you know, I've spent the past 17 years working at Khan's Tutorial, a tutoring and mentorship academy with 10 locations serving New York's outer boroughs. Since 1994, our family-owned company had the chance to work with over 15,000 low-income youth in New York City to provide tutoring and mentorship at extremely low costs. Despite the success that our students and staff were able to enjoy academically, our team at Khan's always noticed many disparities that low-income families faced. These barriers would pop up during the college admissions time for our high school students or when college graduates started entering the job market. Additionally, we noticed a lack of support and opportunities for professional development for young minority women. As time went on, I would witness our extremely competitive high school graduates get refused from top-notch universities due to countless external factors that were out of their control, whether it was undocumented status or inability to pay the very big tuition fees that exist today. In addition to these obstacles, oftentimes I'd be saddened to see our classrooms predominantly filled with boys, while their sisters were offered tutoring by their own families due to various cultural reasons. Young women are outnumbering young men in most graduate and professional schools in the U.S. today, and I wanted to ensure that trend continues across all socioeconomic levels and new immigrant communities as well. The final area that I wanted to be sure that we focused on at Khan Foundation was the career readiness of today's college students and graduates. With over 15,000 Khan Tutorial alum, the majority of them in the workforce, I wanted to create a community of established professionals that are willing to help those after them achieve the same career and life success or more. As a first-time father to a baby girl, and now to a younger brother, it became personally clearer than ever before that it was time for our team to formally create more opportunities through Khan Foundation. By 2013, I founded Khan Foundation, a 501c3 not-for-profit, to decrease the disparities in education and leadership opportunities that many low-income students and young women face. All of Khan Foundation's programs are free for students. Today, we'll be speaking with Melisa Johnson, the program director at Khan Foundation. Let's find out more about Khan Foundation's vision for social equality through higher education, mentorship, and a commitment to professional development for tomorrow's stars. Thank you so much for joining us, Melisa.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for having Khan Foundation on today's show.
Absolutely. So, as the program director of Khan Foundation, please tell us and the audience at home a little bit more about the foundation.
Sure. As you said earlier, Khan Foundation is a 501c3 non-for-profit organization. We work with low-income and undocumented students across Brooklyn, the Bronx, and Queens, and providing them college and career readiness programs. We work with about 30 students, and we help to get them into college with scholarship and also prepare them for the professional field.
So you have college access, you have a career mentorship.
Yes.
And
we also have a Women in Leadership and Education branch where we help young women in finding access to leadership opportunities and career development.
Amazing, but you're not from New York. I understand that you're from England, and you've grown up in different parts of the South, including most recently Tampa, Florida.
Yes.
So what's it like working in Khan Foundation, New York City?
Absolutely. Well, definitely my experiences in living in other places around the world has influenced my decision to work with Khan Foundation as a new immigrant and coming from a new immigrant family, and also the desire to ensure opportunities for education and career development for young people. So, born in London, England, to Jamaican parents, I lived in Mississippi, Florida, Brooklyn, New York, and graduated college in Massachusetts. And observing in all these places, for new immigrant families and low-income families, the desire to have their children have access to education and those students receiving that access as well is of great importance.
So college tuition in the United States nowadays can start at $40,000 at your average private school,
Yes.
and it can be as high as $60,000 or in that neighborhood per year. Why is college access so much more important for low-income communities?
Absolutely. Well, low-income students face numerous challenges that wealthier students just don't face.
Okay.
Having access to education, whether it's from kindergarten all the way to 12th grade are in limited availability to low-income students because of cost. Additionally, while in the school system, having other options for test prep, for homework help, for mentorship, development while they're in high school and making that transition to college is just in limited availability to low-income students because of cost and because of lack of knowledge and familiarity within their own communities.
So it would seem obvious to viewers at home that if you're wealthier and richer, you have more opportunities through the people that you know.
Yes.
And the opportunities through the resources at your school. And if you're low income or a new immigrant like I was, you're going to have to really depend on people at home, and you have to find the right mentors wherever you can.
Absolutely.
So it looks like Khan Foundation had a 6-month college access program, and I think we have a video about it. Would you mind telling us a little bit about the video for the viewers at home before we switch to that?
Absolutely. So our College Access Program is a 6-month program designed for 11th and 12th grade students from Brooklyn, Bronx, and Queens to help prepare them in their college admissions process. Everything from scholarship research and applications to the actual college applications themselves, and with particular emphasis on ensuring that these students receive financial aid to whichever school they apply to.
Well, I had a chance to be a part of the creation of the video, and I had a chance to view it several times, and congratulations, an amazing video, and I'm so excited to see the stories of these 6 fantastic scholars again. Let's show the video, the Khan Foundation College Access Program video.
My name is Philip Kim, and I'm a senior at Brooklyn Tech.
My name is Tandra Islam, and I'm a senior in Bronze Science.
My name is Melisa Valdez. I am a senior in high school for violin and dance.
My name is Mireya Palomeque, and I go to the Young Women's Leadership School of Astoria, and I'm a junior.
My name is Sadia. I'm a junior at the Young Women's Leadership School of Astoria.
My name is Joseph Robertson. I'm from Excelsior Preparatory High School, and I'm a senior.
My name is Melissa Johnson, and I'm Program Director at the Khan Foundation. This is my first year with the Khan Foundation and working with our College Access Program. In the College Access Program, we work with low-income and undocumented students, and we help get them into college with scholarship.
At UPenn, I want to study criminology. None of my parents went to colleges in U.S. So I had to personally be proactive in asking other adults with experience questions and how to apply for financial aid or scholarships, or even just apply to college itself.
I want to go to Cornell University because it has a major that combines science as well as community advancement, and I think that's really important because when you're trying to be a doctor, some people just get caught up with the money and the studies and they kind of forget the purpose of it. I believe that it's very important to keep in mind what the point of it is to become a doctor, and the main point is to help people and make sure they're good and healthy. One of the challenges that I faced was just being uninformed because my parents didn't know about the public education system in New York. One of the other challenges that came up is just affording prep for standardized tests and things that are required of you. And I think what Khan's Foundation does is it really educates you and also gives you the prep for free. I got to talk to admissions officers directly and knowing if that school was the right fit for me. I learned that NYU had a school where you could create your own major, and I think that's really something new and different that I wouldn't have found out if it wasn't for this program.
I want to go to Wheaton College because they are very community oriented, also because they provide their students with academic and financial support. Well, I want to study like sociology and the social sciences, like including political science, because I'm into politics and government, and I taking my sociology class, I was able to learn about how society develops and its social construct. I joined Khan Foundation because, not only because of their helpful tools that they provide, but because of the space that they are able to give undocumented and low-income students.
For college, I I really want to go to either Princeton or the Florida Institute of Technology because I'm really interested, and I know both of these schools have really good programs for marine biology. I joined the Khan Foundation Access Program because my friends recommended me it, and I think it's really important to have further knowledge about college because it's such a big part of my future, so I think it's really important for me to get a head start in junior year.
I would love to go to NYU Tisch School of the Arts because I really like drawing and I like this diversity in school, and I've always wanted to go to the school in the city. I joined KF because I wanted to get a better understanding of the college process because my school doesn't really, they give you more of the information when you're actually a senior, but I wanted to get ahead of all of that stuff, so I joined KF to learn, be ahead of the game.
The college I want to go to is St. John's. The reason is because of that is just, like, it's closer to home. I'm going to take care of my sisters and my family. I want to be really local so I can have a hand in growing up with my sisters. And it was also my mother's dream to go to St. John's. And because she had to drop out of high school, she wasn't able to live that dream. So by me going to St. John's, it's like I'm living, like she's able to live her dream through me. What I want to study is actuarial science. I'm interested in that because nobody's really in that field. Like, it's really, I feel like if I could break that kind of barrier from where I'm from, like, it would really, like, wow, he's an actuarial science. Like, some people don't even know what that is. To me, like, that's a really prestigious event because, like, you have to pass several exams, and like by you passing an exam, your name gets put on the list. So that'd be really special and a really highlight of my life. To me, college education is really like the key to me because the fact that and a high school level of education to this kind of day and age, like 10 years from now, I don't think it's gonna really have any kind of worth of value because I have a hunger for knowledge. So the fact that me going to like college is really a dream. Just the fact that me graduating from where I'm from is really a dream. So the fact that I can say I can go to college and become something and really have the ability just to learn is just really something I just love to do.
As a woman of color from a low-income community in Brooklyn, New York, the students in the Khan Foundation program inspired me, and their stories really resonated with me.
And I feel like I'm part of a community, I'm part of a family, I'm part of a place where I can grow. I can build a stable foundation and just live and just uplift and just become something.
What an amazing video. It was very touching to see. What was it like for you to work so closely with such amazing students?
Well, I feel so privileged to have worked with such amazing young people who are in high school, who are excited about going to college and understand the importance of an education and how that benefits themselves and also their families and their communities. So every day I'm able to work with an amazing group of young people who inspire me to continue to provide the services that we do. It's so amazing. It's so great to hear you as a professional become inspired by your students, and I'm sure teachers across the world share a lot of that. We have to go to break now, so for those of you at home, stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages. We're here with Melisa Johnson from Khan Foundation, and we'll see you in a few moments. Welcome back to Time Chat. I'm your host, Dr. Yvonne Khan, and we're joined by Melisa Johnson, Program Director at Khan Foundation. Melisa, before the break, we had a chance to see a wonderful video with depicting 6 of the 30 or so students from your College Access program. Yes. We're right in the beginning of April. Yes.
Please tell us about some of the early acceptances coming in and the results so far.
It's extremely exciting, Dr. Khan, to see the acceptances and the achievements of these students. This has been a rigorous program over the 6 months, but the students have put in the time and the effort and done so well, and now they're starting to see the fruit of these results. So we have students, we have a student receiving acceptance, almost full scholarship to NYU.
Excellent.
New York University. We have a student who's been accepted to Cornell University, a student who's been accepted to UPenn University.
Those are two Ivy League schools in the Northeast.
Ivy League institutions, as well as state institutions in New York State, and also city institutions here in New York City, as well as outside of New York City. We have students who've been accepted to Trinity College, students who've been accepted to Boston University, students who've been accepted to Penn State. These are all wonderful institutions and wonderful opportunities for these students.
You know, these are also really expensive places. Have they gotten some financial aid so far? I mean, it's pretty tough for a low-income family to pay for college at such big places. So
absolutely. Well, we at Con Foundation are dedicated to our mission of ensuring in our college access program that our students receive scholarship and financial aid. So we ensure that they apply for financial aid while in the program, and we also ensure that they make sure they apply to outside scholarships, whether that's by a funding organization or a separate entity that provides scholarships specifically for low-income students.
So it looks like there's a lot of scholarship research that's already there for year one of the program.
Yes.
The next program is supposed to start this fall.
Yes. It will.
What do you guys have in store to make it better, or make it? What do you guys have in store for the next cycle of the College Access Program?
Right. Well, we're really excited about next year's cohort of students. We're hoping to expand the program to provide more opportunities for more students. This year we worked with 60. We're hoping to increase that number This year we worked with 30 students, and we're hoping to increase that number to 60. And each year increase that number, double that number, and double the chances that these students get into college by more effort and more support.
And the program in the first cycle was out of 3 boroughs. What can viewers do at home to connect and apply for next year's program?
Well, you can look us up online at confoundationnyc.org, and we will have applications up on our website during the spring here for students to apply for next year's program that will be starting in late August of 2015. Also, we'll be working with several different schools across the city, from the Bronx to Queens and in Brooklyn, and also schools in Harlem, to make sure that guidance counselors have the information about this program and can help guide their students to apply to this program.
Well, best of luck for next year's program. Just to change direction a little bit.
Sure.
We understand that Con Foundation also focuses on women's empowerment.
Yes.
Why is it so important for new immigrant women and women communities of color to take advantage of leadership, and why is leadership in higher education so important for, young women?
It's absolutely important for young women, particularly in low-income communities, communities of color, and also communities of new immigrant families. Statistics show that opportunities for these women have been decreased or limited, and these women are often marginalized because of the communities that they're coming from, because of their race, because of ethnic or racial or religious background, or just lack of knowledge and lack of role models in their communities to connect them to resources. So this program is exciting because we're providing knowledge and skills and information to connect young women to opportunities to help develop their educational careers, and also their educational careers, and also their professional careers.
So it looks like, before the show started, we were speaking a little bit about next year's Summer Women's Fellowship Program.
Yes.
What do you guys have in store for that? For young women that are in high school watching at home, what can they look forward to if they're selected as a summer fellow?
Right. Well, our LEAP program, our Leadership, Education, and Internship Program, LEAP, is designed for 10th through 12th grade students who are young women across the city, again, to help connect them with skills and training in leadership, college preparatory information, and also experience within a professional career with an internship component. It's a 6-week program during the summer. We're looking to start with a small group of young women and hoping to build each summer, increasing that number.
So you mentioned classes,
Yes.
and under leadership and cultural classes and a writing course. And,
Yes.
Internships, like, can you please tell a bit about more of the internship aspect of
Sure. Well, we're really excited and interested in not only educating our students or our young women about opportunities to help them develop in their educational pursuits, but we want to ensure that they have experience within the professional world. Again, statistics show that when young people are paired or offered opportunities within workspaces, it increases their educational development and their trajectories into their careers.
And what type of workplaces do you have in mind?
Sure. Well, we're hoping to place our young women with opportunities in law, in business, in journalism, in medicine, in several different kinds of professions.
Right. Best of luck with that.
Thank you.
You know, you mentioned you're from England.
Yes.
And your family's of Jamaican descent.
Yes.
And you've had a chance, you know, with Con Foundation to work with such a diverse group of students, as the video clearly showed. What was it like for you to work with South Asian students?
Well, it was a pleasure to work with South Asian students, but honestly, students from all ethnic and racial backgrounds, to me, as in our program, really demonstrate that it doesn't matter where you come from, what you look like, or your background. If you are motivated and excited and enthusiastic about pursuing your education and about pursuing opportunities in the career field, then it really doesn't matter. Our students are smart, are talented, whether they're South Asian or non-South Asian. They're students who are interested in learning, and that's the most important piece. But I've definitely felt that working with South Asian students, it's shown me that each community, although may seem different, has an emphasis on education and development.
Great. And any particular students, and you had so many students to work with, any ones that you had a chance to work with a lot from, you know, from Queens or the Bronx or Brooklyn?
Sure. Some of our students in Queens, Sumiatal, Tangrol, Islam, just, I mean, South Asian students, and also African American and Hispanic Latino students, Joseph Robinson, we've had Kenya. I mean, all of these students are really wonderful.
And I think when we were speaking, you mentioned that Joseph did get into St. John's?
Joseph did get into St. John's. We were so excited. Joseph came in as a student who was really motivated about going to college. Although he struggled academically, he's, since being in the program, recommitted himself to his studies and worked really hard to apply to colleges, and he got his dream of going to St. John's, so we're really excited for him.
You must be so proud.
We are.
It's been such a pleasure having you on the show and learning more about the work that Con Foundation does. Do you have any message for our viewers at home? We have young mothers, young students, young dads. What would you like to tell the folks at home?
Well, I would definitely like to tell the families at home that opportunities are available for low-income students, for students of color, and for immigrant families and students, that these opportunities are available, and we here at Con Foundation are dedicated to ensuring those opportunities are available to our students through access to education, through training and development for young women in leadership and education, and also career development opportunities, so our young students become leaders and excel.
Well, best of luck with the rest of the programs this year and your celebration this June. Yes. If you want to find out more about Con Foundation, you can go to www.confoundationnyc.org. If you're a student of a low-income background, find out about the programs that you can apply to, and get in touch with Melissa and anyone else on the team, and I know they look forward to working with all of you at home. Thank you so much, Melissa. It was a pleasure seeing you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, you had a chance to learn about Con Foundation, a Bangladeshi-founded, not-for-profit focusing on college and career readiness. However, Con Foundation isn't alone in the not-for-profit world of college access. There are many amazing youth organizations out there that we encourage everyone to find out more about. When I was a high school student at Bronx Science, I had attended a meeting at SAYA, the South Asian Youth Action. Even though we met in an old church gym across the old Queens Center Mall, SAYA has grown to become a multi-million-dollar youth organization that is able to help countless youth over the past 20 years. In addition to SAYA, there are organizations like Breakthrough New York, LEADA, and the Sadie Nash Organization, which focuses on youth empowerment around New York City. We hope to host many of their leaders in the next few months so everyone at home can learn more and take advantage of their free programs. The month of April is when high school students find out about their college acceptances. I'm so proud of many of our students who are already receiving acceptances from NYU, Columbia, and even MIT. We can't wait to share more of their great news in the next few weeks. Until then, thank you for watching Time Chat. I'm your host, Dr. Yvonne Khan. I'll see you next week, and remember to pay it forward.